It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got C.J. Stroud. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
On second down, it's Barker. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Will Anderson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, That's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. His throw incomplete. The Texans are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley. He finds Mayer here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Barker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Mobley. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Mobley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Mobley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Able to spin free. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. T. Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 18 carries, 75 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Off play action. Mobley. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Texans to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Stroud now on second down. Completes it to Miller. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Stroud on third down now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Finding Miller once more, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back.
3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Mobley. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barker, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Stroud off the play fake. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this to the 46.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Stroud. He goes once again right back to Hardy. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but he would get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The throwing again is Stroud. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to try and take off with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Looking to throw. Mobley. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Mobley. Forced out to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Barker. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Mobley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Back to throw. Mobley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mobley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tucker's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The second down throw now from Stroud. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. On second down now, it's Barker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Mobley. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Stroud to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, trying to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Stroud. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick throw. It's Mayer. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mobley. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Mobley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far,
It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mobley. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Barker. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Holding, offense. That's not good enough, man.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Mobley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he returns this to the 22. And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Stroud. This is Miller, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Stroud's throw taken in by Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On first down, here's Stroud. This is caught. It's Hardy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing on first down. Mobley. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Mobley. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd and 8.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Robinson up the middle.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. This now a 3rd and 4. Robinson on a give right side.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts on 1st and 10. Mobley. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Open, and it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for Houston, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.